Hello everyone. Welcome all to Journal of Jahid. This is Jahid. So let's talk about something different today, something that I understood and I misunderstand at the same time. And that thing is love, because love is something that everybody has their own theory about it, and that's why it is the most misunderstood and understood concept at the same time in the world, and is also a favorite topic of mine. So let's talk and let's see if I can make it more confused or not. So I'm gonna take my glasses off, not that because it's blocking all the light to my eyes, but because my eyes are beautiful. So love, what is love? So there will be lots of book definition. I'm not going to that. To me, love is something that is beyond our understanding, that is beyond all the equations. To me, love is something that we feel later, and it starts far ago. Let's say if I fall into love with some person today, and if I met that person today, that does not mean necessarily that my feelings or my journey to love that person is also starting today. My concept is, as the universe began or started million years ago through the Big Bang, and if you want to deny the Big Bang, that's personally your thing. I am not gonna interrupt that. So as the journey of this universe started million years ago, so all the particles, all the atoms of my body, they also started their journey million years ago, and the timeline of my life was also created, also built in a some sort of predefined way million years ago. So what I think is, if I am talking today and you are hearing me, these particles of my sound that are right now waving into your area, they started their journey, this wavelength, they started their journey million years ago. And in the same way, if I am going to love a person tomorrow, the feeling, the journey of happening this affection, of happening this love started million years ago. All the particles in my body, all the particles in my brain, my face, my stomach, my heart, my stomach, they started their journey million years ago. And the city and the time when I am meeting that person which I am going to love, they started their journey million years ago. So to me, love is a cosmic thing, love is a universal thing, is a cosmic thing. There are physics, there are gravity, and there are time included in that process. Not only me, the other person which I am going to love, they also started their journey million years ago. So that is my basic physics of understanding how I am existing in that time, in that timeline, and how that other person is also occurring, and how I'm going to meet them, and how we are actually happening. And now let's talk about how the love is being created, or what is actually love to me. To me, love is a concept, love is a theory of quantum entanglement. So in physics, quantum entanglement is a controversial theory so far, still now. It says that if you keep two particles together for a time, for a certain time, and if then you keep them one apart from each other, say for a million kilometers away, and if you set the time dimension, no matter what you do to those objects, their quantum particles can still communicate with each other. So before I explain that, let me explain what is time and timeline. To our basic life, we see the dimensions of x, y, z, and the fourth dimension is time. So if we add events on the time, then we get the concept of timeline. So that is how actually we human think about time and timeline. Now the quantum entanglement that happens beyond this time, beyond the time frame. Say for example, let's say I have two coins in my hand. Now if I am keeping these two coins together for a while, and if I put one of these coins into my table and I am putting another coin into another city, and if I check the coin on my table and if it's a head, then through the quantum entanglement, I'm already supposed to know that the other condition of the other coin is automatically tail or something like that. So it says that if you get two particles entangled, by objecting a particle, you can get the condition of other particle instantly, no matter how far and how much dimension is between them. So to me, love is like the quantum entanglement. Like as I just explained that my body is here through all the cosmic thing like gravity and the Big Bang and all the other particles. So in the same way, when I'm interacting and I'm falling in love into another person, then the minute I am meeting them, I am talking and I am getting attached with that person, all the particles of my body, all the particles of my thinking is getting entangled with the other person. Now if I go far from that other person for a long time, let's say for a lifetime, that does not mean that the connection, the attachment I had with that person is giving also is getting vanished, because the quantum entanglement of my particles with that other person, they also remain entangled and they can communicate with each other. That is still beyond the explanation, beyond the understanding of physics. Now maybe that is the reason why breakup hurts a lot, because you were going apart, but the particles of those two bodies, the particles of those two minds and heart, they are still entangled and they miss each other. They are communicating through each other, with each other, through some sort of bonding, and we call that pain or suffering, maybe, I don't know. So that is the concept of love. To me is quantum entanglement. Now why I am calling love as the fifth or sixth dimensional thing is because it's quantum entanglement to me. And if you think you can love any person which is dead, so if you think that you need to be in the same dimension to love a person, that is not necessarily happening. You can love a dead person, and for the dead person, he is not existing in our timeline. He is not existing in our dimension. He is in another dimension already, but you are loving the dead man. Your particles are entangled with the other person who is remaining in other dimension. And we cannot explain this. No science can explain that. That is why I'm calling it as quantum entanglement. Now, while I'm talking about the quantum entanglement, there are other two famous theories that we understand, which one of them is general theory of relativity and another is quantum gravity. Now, the general theory of relativity explains the gravity around us, the gravity of our Earth and Sun, and the quantum gravity explains the gravity in a quantum level. But if you mix these two theories, general theory of relativity and loop quantum gravity or the quantum gravity, science cannot explain this. They cannot know how the gravity on a quantum level actually works. Now, but if you put the quantum entanglement here, you get the fundamental of how this is working. I mean, you don't know how it works, but you get the concept that you cannot explain, but you can feel. So to me, love is the same. You cannot explain, but you can feel a lot. So to me, in a physics way or in a rubbish way, love is the quantum entanglement between general theory of relativity and the quantum gravity. Now, when I am talking about love and general theory of relativity, quantum gravity, quantum entanglement, now if you think a man is easy to understand. A man, say for example, we can call that a man is the general theory of relativity that explains the gravity, and the woman, which is a bit more complex to us, which we can name it at quantum gravity. Now, if we put men and women together, we cannot define their characteristics, like how they will behave. But we can say for sure that there would be love between these two persons. That is what I call quantum entanglement. So I'm not sure if I'm trying to make this phenomena clear to you, but I think you got the basic idea that I'm trying to explain here, that all my jibber, I get you got the point. So thank you very much for watching. Stay quantum entangled with each other, no matter how far you are, because that is how much strong love is. Thank you very much for watching me.